The best part for me is when I get to cut stone. I lose myself in it and I just, I love it. I forget about everything else, and, just the rhythm of the chisel hitting the stone is magical to me. My name is Lara Townsend. I've been working with stone for 8 years now as a stonemason, stone carver and letter cutter. I run my business Rock Paper Chisels from my home and also workshop in Edinburgh, although I travel all over the UK for work. I really liked the idea that I was helping to contribute to heritage and keeping that for future generations, but also that I was learning a trade and a skill. I think stonemasonry is an amazing career for young people. It's great if you enjoy working with your hands. It's also a wonderful job to do if you're interested in traveling, because there's skill shortages all around the world and there's many places that need those skills. It's also great if you want to stay in Scotland or elsewhere in the UK. In Scotland we have so many old buildings that need repair work, and there's also lots of new builds that need cladding and other work that needs done, even just rebuilding walls. There are different types of stonemasons, so you get banker stonemasons who primarily do cutting, and fixer masons who do the building with stone. With your employer, you will either be working as a banker mason or a fixer mason, but when you go to college, you will learn how to do both. What I did after I qualified is I did further training in stone carving and letter cutting, so that's more what I focus on at the moment. Depending on which one you were specialised in or what your job role was, you could be going out building one day, you could be cutting another day, you might be making the templates for cutting, looking at drawings, you could be speaking to clients about work that they needed done, you could be looking at a building that was in need of some intervention work and consulting on that, and you could be doing a mixture of cutting and building. I think it's really important to follow what you're interested in. Sometimes that journey can take a while to get to doing the job that you love doing. I was doing a degree in history of art and architectural history, and as part of that I did a lot of architectural conservation modules, and I realised this was something I was very passionate about. I applied for the stonemasonry apprenticeship with Historic Environment Scotland. I went through the interview process and got the job. I was based at Glasgow Cathedral, although we worked on other monuments as well, and I went to college in Stirling. I chose to do the extra level, which was advanced craft, in my 3rd year, and then you need to spend the 4th year doing your apprenticeship to become time served, as well as passing your skills test. Getting to work on Glasgow Cathedral was a dream. It's an amazing building, and I was lucky enough to be there at a point when we were doing some very interesting tracery cutting. There was 2 gargoyles cut during my time there as well, and I managed to get a craft fellowship in stone carving, also with Historic Environment Scotland. Then when I was finished that, I managed to get a Queen Elizabeth Scholarship Trust Award to do stone carving and letter cutting, and now my own boss, and I can offer people stonemasonry skills, letter cutting and stone carving. One of the highlights of my career so far has been getting to work on the Four Courts building in Dublin. It's a really interesting project because we were involved with the digital documentation team as well, so they laser scanned an example capital stone for us, and I had a 3D print that I could work from to do the carving. So it was being done in a really traditional way, but also using modern techniques. So it was very interesting from that perspective, and it was also a great piece of work to do because it was stonemasonry but also carving, which is where my interest was taking me, was more towards carving at that point. I absolutely love my job, and one of the best things about it is that I get to leave my mark in history.